But for a lot of homosexuals, their homosexuality is a sexual disorientation that stems from childhood sexual abuse, and they need healing. Hi, my name is Graham Thompson. If you've ever had a bad word to say about paedophilia, now is the time to show you meant it. There's a government consultation paper out for banning conversion therapy, which is completely incoherent. It conflates conversion therapy for sexual orientation and for gender identity, either transing out of or into gender identity. Completely incoherent, plays into the hands of paedophiles. Big surprise when this government, all governments, are so influenced by Stonewall and associated partners. People are groomed into transing. They are not groomed into detransing. And to make it a criminal offence to give a homosexual who seeks therapy to rid himself of unwanted sex is an abomination in any democracy. It is pandering to the totalitarian evil of sub-paedophile groups like Stonewall. I'm posting a couple of one very interesting live stream, a clip from that, and really worth watching all of it, by featuring a chap called James Parker from a group called True Identity, an ex-homosexual, and another from a pastoral assistant in New Zealand and her submission to the New Zealand Prohibition Conversion Practices Bill, which goes even farther than the British legislation or the British proposed legislation. It doesn't include anything about therapy or abuse of therapy to get people to trans, especially children. It's a one-way street. It's only about if you try to stop children from mutilating themselves with puberty blockers and conversion surgery, and offering conversion therapy services to homosexuals who want out of homosexuality. It all plays into the hands of paedophilia. In a study that I read, 46% of male homosexuals experienced sex abuse in their childhood. Personally, I think that for a number of homosexuals, their homosexuality is innate, like being born blind is innate. It's a fallen world in which we live in. But for a lot of homosexuals, their homosexuality is a sexual disorientation that stems from childhood sexual abuse, and they need healing. And the government, in a paralysis of fear, do what we say, or we'll call you transphobe or homophobe. The government, like the rest of society, is in a paralysis of fear, and it needs to snap out of it before Britain fully becomes a paedophile nation. I'm going to leave in the description the information you need to make a submission against this proposed law. Woefully incoherent. I end as I began. If you've ever had a bad word to say about paedophilia, now's your time to show that you mean it. We live in a democracy still, really damaged, but you can make your voice heard in a submission. Do it ASAP. Closing date is 10th December. Don't delay it. Get it done. Your country needs you.